Hey, what's up, everybody? It is Sam coming at you live, picking up the action. Second period, it's the Chicago Blackhawks and the Washington Capitals. The Great Eight chase in full effect. The Washington Capitals, the Chicago Blackhawks. Let's go. 6 minutes to go, period number 2. It is 2-1 Chicago. That's right, 2-1 Chicago. As they're trying to come in, Alex Ovechkin does have a goal so far here tonight. We are on Ovechkin watch. We are just tuning in, as are you. So welcome in, welcome to the party. I know we're getting in here pretty late, but we wanted to pick it up. We wanted to make sure we were here for that moment should it happen tonight. We want to make sure that we are watching this and ready to go. Zachary, what's going on? Randy, welcome in. Welcome to the party. Yes, Randy, we will do that. We will get you some updates. We'll let you know where everything is setting, where everything is going. We got you covered. We'll cover that out-of-town scoreboard as well. We're just jumping in. We're kind of building as we go on the fly here because this game is in action. It is the Capitals up over the Hawks. Ovechkin has his 40th of the season. He is 2 goals away. Will it happened tonight? That's why we are here. We are here to make sure we don't miss a thing. So let's go. Alex Ovechkin, 2 goals away. Let's actually get rid of this. Here they come again. Driving this one down. Stopped up here. Holy smokes. We are working and working in overtime here. This coming around. Second period action. We literally just jumped in, so welcome in. We didn't preset this. Sorry, mods. This was a last-minute pickup. This coming around in the corner. I'm going to add the goals in. Ovi with his 40th already. Here come the Hawks again. They are up by 2. I'm going to get these goals added. Towards the goal, intercepted by Sandin and cleared by Alexei Protas. Welcome in, Cartoons. How's it going? Billy, what's up? Triton, what's up? Dallas, welcome in. I literally just walked in the door from dinner, and I'm like, Ovechkin has one. We need to jump in and get this one going just in case he can pull them all out here today. So listen along while we get this set up. Bertuzzi has a goal for Chicago. Bertuzzi with his 21st. From Slaggert and Nazar. In Chicago, Nazar has his 8th. Wilson gets it back to 17 to the slot for Ovechkin, and Wilson fires. Ovechkin in front. Wilson taking that shot, getting knocked down. Ovi coming close again. Will it happen tonight? Maroon with an assist. All right, there we go. We got the goals up. Sam, what's going on? Welcome in. Holy Roger, how's it going? Welcome in. Do me a favor. Hit that share button. Drop us out on Facebook, Reddit, Discord, Twitter. I didn't have a chance. This is last minute. I'm literally building everything as we speak. This coming around. I still have to pull up the lineups even. Here's the Capitals turning, shooting. That one's going to go just wide. Down in the corner. Here's another blast. Capitals trying to get back in this one. High slot. Here's a shot. That one gets knocked down. Back across. Vervey with a shot. Down in the corner trying to hold this one in. McMichael couldn't get the job done. Holy smokes. They are cooking with gas right now. He is 2 goals away, Ovechkin is. This coming around behind the net, trying to drive through. 7 minutes clear in the second period in downtown DC. Back in front, coming through, another blast. Down in front, they score. Washington puts it in. The Capitals put this one home. They tie the game up. I think, is it going to be Fairview or McMichael? Leo, how's it going? Welcome in. So the Capitals even the scoring. Holy smokes. Individually, this is all about Connor McMichael. A good shake and Connor McMichael. So a great move in the high slot. The shot went down, just trickled through The goaltender's legs. Oh no, not a good goal by any means. Spencer Knight lets this one through the legs. It was a nifty little move there to come through. The shot hits Spencer Knight and just trickles through. And here come the Capitals, or the Chicago Blackhawks the other way, and they score. Chicago comes through and they put their 2-goal lead back up just like that. Holy smokes. Not even enough time to type here. In Chicago, they take the lead again, 3-1. Wow. Welcome in Roger Lewis, Daniel Barry. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for joining us. I know this is so last minute here tonight. Thank you for hitting that like button. Appreciate it. Holy smokes. What a move. Just seconds after the Washington Capitals had scored, they come back the other way. In this shot, Lindgren just boots it. The shot was there. He went for the glove save. It came out of his glove. The rebound is there, and Chicago puts that one home. Holy smokes. Unbelievable. So Fairvey gets the goal from the Capitals, and it's literally 10 seconds later, Kurashev gets it for Chicago. Washington pressing around. Side of the net, waiting, down to the point. Here's a long shot deflected in front. Washington going to look to move this one across. I got to get these 2 new goals added in here. Wow. So Fairvey picks up his 5th from Mick Michael and Carlson. Then Chicago answers back. Kurashev.
Chicago looks to clear the zone. Wilson hawking that hawk, if you will, with Levshinov relieving the pressure. Levshinov's looked pretty solid for such a young D.
Oh my
Number
goodness.
2 pick overall. Behind only
So we'll see Will Ovechkin do more.
The summer of 24.
In the corner, Caps coming around behind their own net.
Wilson there at the tail end of a lengthy shift.
Trying to bring this one out. Chicago doing a nice job trapping.
Strome angling in. Ovechkin tried to stay on side. He didn't. It's a delay.
Ovechkin back on. It's an offside, so they have to dump it in and give chase. Here comes Ovechkin on the forecheck. Almost stole the puck. Hawks going to bring this one back out and down the ice.
He'll slither one in deep. Lindgren cuts it off. Once again, more line changes for Chicago.
This down around. Here come the Caps. Caps long pass ahead. Little step move there. Chicago back in their own zone. Long pass up on the side. Cross ice. Here they come again with speed.
Leonard trying to jump to the interior. Neat stick handling move, but lost the handle. He only had one hand on the stick at the time. Driving back, Ryan Leonard, the Massachusetts native.
Here comes Leonard. Leonard, a newly signed. You probably saw some highlights of him on social media with Ovechkin. Back to the side. Hey, Ben, how's it going? Troy, welcome in. Timmy Tushu, what's up? Welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. And that one is going to be stopped by Knight. He's going to hang on, but we got some pushing and shoving here at the side of the net. Dowd is in here mixing it up with Bertuzzi. Bertuzzi and Dowd really getting into it. Leonard there as well. Citizen, what's going on? Welcome in. It's like they're going to go to a commercial break, getting that playoff grizzle. Look, yeah, it's not going to stay for long. It's not going to stay for long. Mr. Ben, Ovi has scored. Ovi has 1 goal here tonight. His 40th of the year. So 40 goals for Ovechkin. He's 2 away. So we were thinking about it earlier today. We're like, maybe should we do this game? And then we got some dinner plans and we're like, you know what? We'll play it by ear. Well, when Ovi scored in that first period, I was like, all right, let's wrap this up. Sammy's got to go. And we hustled back as quick as we could. And of course, we had to build everything on the fly. But I'm glad we could be here. Glad you were able to find us and tune in because, oh boy, this should be good. If Ovi can get 2 more, what a finish that would be. Now, make sure to hit that like for us because we are just rolling with it. And I didn't get a chance to set anything up in advance, so we didn't really get a chance to share out the links. So if you wouldn't mind, dropping the link on Twitter or Discord or Reddit or Facebook and let folks know, hey, we are live in living color. Holy smokes. But this was, again, like I said, last second, so I appreciate it. We will be live tomorrow. We will be live tomorrow for the Leafs and the Blue Jackets. Leafs and the Blue Jackets, that one is coming up tomorrow. How many games did it take Gretzky? So it is pretty close. It is very, very close. I actually posted it the other day. Where did I post it to? Let's see, where did I post it to? Ovechkin is mic'd up. Hey, there we go. Ovi is mic'd up. So I will get that answer for you. Here's some Ovechkin moments. He's fired up. Oh, I didn't realize the audio wasn't on. My apologies. He is fired up. Fragment, what's going on? Welcome in. I apologize. I didn't have my audio on for that. But he is fired up. Ovechkin is fired up. Now, they are very, very close in stats. It's just a matter of games. Just a matter of games. This down, back around. I'm going to try and find the post. Just in the corner, digging it out.
Grade 8 at this time. Great to see those guys recognize pregame the Capitals' 50th
Here we go.
anniversary celebration, the all-caps era. Protus in tight.
Here they come again. That one's side of the net.
Dubois tried to get it to McMichael, a little too unselfish.
Yeah, all three of them on.
Everyone's trying to feed it to him now.
Make a move, but it looked like Pro had time to
Trying to feed it over.
other again. The Chicago
Hey, BC, what's going on? Welcome in.
Because of their inability to get the puck.
That's
going to
be a whistle.
They leave without it, leaving the Caps wide open.
Icing call here against Chicago.
And here's that last chance just described. Nice job by you. There's Pro trying to set it up to Dubois.
All right, let's see if we can find this here.
And there's the play once again.
So Gretzky, I believe, is in the house. Gretzky is in the house tonight. He is going to be following Ovechkin around for a couple of games.
Slot pass that was deterred by Veleno. Rinzel didn't get it out. Strome, that familiar crouch. He's looking in Ovechkin's direction. Strome feeds.
Cross ice. Here's a shot. Nice little save. Ovechkin curling around. Face-off dot. Now he's going to go in the corner.
Alex to the point. Van Riemsdyk waiting for that screen to develop. A stick save for Knight. As Ovechkin was providing a little cross traffic.
Yeah, two guys in front of the net. I love that, both Wilson and Obi.
Chikrin for Ovechkin from a severe angle. Gave it right back to Chikrin. To the Capital captain, Ovechkin. Backdoor look for Van
Whoa,
Riemsdyk.
looking for Ovechkin again.
By Donato.
That throws everybody in white because everybody's thinking Obi.
Yeah, everybody's going to be passing this to Ovechkin.
Doesn't have the speed to get through Chikrin just yet as Ovechkin helps out on the back check. Lindgren paddles this one to the corner. Maroon digging in, slot pass off of Foligno. Clicked all the way to Oliver Moore. Moore, another 20-year-old who played at the University of Minnesota. Foligno dangling at the line with Moore. Moore on the toe drag, spins for Maroon. Foligno, top side. All the way for Korchinski. Moore pops out. Snapshot on the way, broken up in front. Chikrin
So he is one behind. He's looking to tie it and then break it. Here's another shot by Chicago. Sounds like it hit the post. That one off. Going to come all the way back around.
For over a minute and a half. Legs were dog-tired.
Holy smokes. They are really, really pressing. Again, welcome in if you're just coming in. Number one, what's going on? I'm great. I'm trying to find a stat here. So I'm just taking a look, trying to find a stat. Whoop, now they're going to go to a break, but that's okay. Trying to find a quick stat here, so I apologize why I wasn't speaking and letting you listen along. But Ovechkin is coming close, and we are here to find it. We're here to bring it. Should Ovechkin do it? I should have screenshot this graphic when I saw it the other day, but I'll find it. I'll find it. I just don't know if it was a post or a story that I saw. It had the number of games, but the number of games from Ovechkin to Gretzky was very close. Beverly, how's it going? Welcome in. They were very, very close. Come on, guys, hit that like button. Hit that like. Let's get those likes up. Let's go. Again, welcome in. I'm just trying to find this post. The games were almost identical for Ovechkin and Gretzky. He was literally, I think he needed 3 goals, and he was like 4 games away or 2 games away from doing it in the same amount of games as Gretzky. It was really, really, really close. I'm just trying to find it here. Like I said, this was a very last minute feed, last minute stream. We just walked in the door, so we're trying to pull this all up on the fly. Didn't really have a ton of time here to prepare. Let's see. Of games to Gretzky. Here we go. So Ovechkin, 893 goals in 1,486 games. Gretzky scored 894 in 1487. So we're talking 1486 to 1487 in terms of games. So they're almost the exact same number of games, which is crazy. Vi, what's going on? Welcome in, but I'm hoping there are no more goals. Vi's calling it already. But welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. Welcome in, everybody. Again, thank you for joining us. Let's go. Capitals, Hawks, Ovechkin watch. That's what we are doing here. 3-2. 7.5 minutes to go in the second. Ovechkin has 1 goal already. He needs 1 to tie, 2 to break. This coming in the corner. Chicago can't keep it in. Gonna bring it out through the neutral zone. Turned over. Chicago bringing it right back in. Hawks dumping it in the corner. Now, Washington is trying to set up Ovechkin at every chance we get. We got a melee going on behind the net. Everybody's grabbing everyone. Oh, helmets are off. Gloves are down. The refs are in there. Favory's grabbing somebody. Holy smokes. Behind Lindgren, everybody's got a dance partner. Everybody's tied up. I didn't really see what the issue was. So Leonard, the newcomer, getting in there as well. And the crowd is loving Leonard. So they're going to slow things down, get back to normal here. Just holy smokes. The energy is huge here tonight. Huge energy. Again, welcoming everybody. Thanks for joining us.
You could tell that Matt was incensed. Here's a look at it. Watch Nazar's left skate, right?
So Nazar goes into Roy in the corner. The skate kind of bumps him. Dodd takes on Nazar. Favory jumps in there. Everybody gets it. Duhaime is in there. Everybody jumps in. You just don't like that skate. Little skate to skate that lifts the leg up. Causes everybody to kind of crumble into the corner. And it's just a run from there. So we'll see what the referees are going to do to separate things up. And so 2 minutes for slashing is the only call that's going to come out of that scrum, which is interesting. So Nazar is going to get the call. So he's going to go to the box, which means here comes Alexander Ovechkin on the power play. Ovi with the power play. Will this be the opportunity Ovi needs? Power play. Power play. Let's see it. You know, welcome to the party, everybody.
Fans up on their feet.
This is exciting stuff. Will Ovechkin tie here on the power play?
5 on ice. Caps get the draw. Chikrin worked over along the wall. Wilson with the puck retrieval. Wilson delays back behind the cage. He'll interchange with Strome. Chychrun, turn it for Carlson. John Carlson lines and fires.
Here's a blast.
Aside by Foligno. Strome's pass is deflected. Foligno throws it back into the pack. Hawks there. Carlson takes the boards away.
Back to the line. Carlson taking a look. Side Chychrun going down deep. We're waiting for this to come over to Ovechkin. Ovi, he's back at that point. Now he's going to work up. We're going to be watching where Ovi is curling to. Chicago doing a nice job staying aggressive. It's knocked down and cleared all the way down the ice. I'm a Hawks fan, but I'm rooting for the grade 8 tonight, Sam. We're waiting to see if it's happening. Rich, what's going on, Rich? That's awesome. Welcome in, Rich. Welcome in, everybody. This coming around. Chicago can't get it out. Washington making their way in. And again, cleared all the way out and down the ice. Ovechkin back to pick this one up with Carlson. Ovechkin being watched. He's going to pass this one up the ice. Capitals trying to break in. They can't. Hawks are doing a phenomenal job right now. Hawks are doing an excellent job breaking this one up. Ovechkin, he's going to drop this one back. Let's go. Rick, what's going on? Tire pass. Let's see if it happens. This coming around down in the corner. Here's Ovechkin with a shot. And that one's going to go wide. Back around to the side. Capitals keep this one in. McMichael can't get it. Hawks going to steal. They get it to the line. Moving it up. Ovi with it. Going to play this back to the point. Cross ice. Ovechkin is in his spot. He's being shadowed, though. So Chicago taking a man, keeping him out of the standard penalty kill formation and putting him on Ovechkin. 3 seconds left. It's not going to happen on this power play. Here comes Ovechkin trying to send it towards the net. That one goes wide. Here comes Chicago. Bedard back the other way. Bedard into the zone. He's going to put it across for a one-timer. That one goes wide. Holy smokes. Back to the line. Hawks keeping this one in. Down low in the corner. Chicago can't control it. And finally, the Capitals, Mandiapani, going to play it away. Here come the Hawks back the other way. They're going to bring this one into the Hawks zone. Capitals, Chicago, battling it out. Will Ovechkin do it? Or will Chicago hold him to only one? This pulled away. Washington still with it. Going to play it back to the point. Nice job there by Dowd. Chicago, though, steals. They're going to move this one across. And they turn it over in the neutral zone. Capitals setting it up. Here they come again. Over the line. Dowd going to chase this one in. Getting some help here with Radish. Along the boards, held in. Nice job, Washington. Up to Radish. Radish trying to flip this one down low. Battling along the boards. Wazowski, what's going on, buddy? Hope you're doing well. Go Hawks. Is it going to be an on your... It could be. Maybe it'll be a highlight reel goal. Wouldn't that be something? B. Disney, how's it going? Welcome in, everybody. If you're just joining us, welcome to the party.
In good shape.
This back round going to be cleared out and down the ice. Stuck on that red line. Big collision there as Duhaime got put into the boards. Crowd didn't like that one. Washington going to flip this one up. It's knocked by Teravainen out of the air. Back around behind the Chicago net, or the Washington net. Lindgren's going to set it up. Caps getting set to move. 3:30 to go. 3:30 to go here in period number 2. Ovechkin does have one goal here tonight. Agent Orange, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Down the ice, Chicago getting it set up. Quick move. By the way, if this is your first time checking out one of our streams, make sure you subscribe. We'll be back tomorrow for the Maple Leafs and the Blue Jackets. Washington in front. They can't put it past Spencer Knight. Back to the line. Caps can't hold it in. They're going to turn and dump it right back in. The arm is up for the offside, so the Caps have to tag up. Here we go. Bradley, what's going on? Welcome in. Chicago on the move. Long pass up the middle. This deflected down into the corner. Back around. Capitals. Sandin going to move this one up. Chicago very quickly in on the forecheck. Sandin coming in to help out. They're going to try and move this puck. Chicago doing a really nice job. Back to the point. Shot. That's going to go just wide. Down in the corner, Foligno trying to work this one across. Big battles going on everywhere. Foligno is in there, and finally it's the Capitals going to take this one away. Caps going to work this one down in the corner. Trying to center it in front. That one misses everybody. Holy smokes, end to end. Here come the Hawks back the other way. Foligno driving it in around the boards on the far side. Picked up, sent towards the net, and that's going to be deflected to the corner. Back to Foligno. Foligno, I think, just wanted to go off the ice. Here comes some reinforcements, more in there. He's digging. Capitals, though, going to pick up this loose puck, and it's Sandin spinning away, going to play this up to the half boards. Chicago keeping this one in. Great job by the Hawks. Phenomenal job by the Hawks. Holding this one in, down in the corner. Kurashev sending this one in, far side. Back to the line again. Chicago going to dump it in, comes towards the middle of the ice. Capitals pick it up. They're going to play this away from the danger area and regroup. Here comes Washington. 1:27 to go in period number 2. Caps up over the line. Big change going. Look out. Almost too many men on the ice. That was close. Knight's going to play this one around. Hey, Victoria, what's going on? Welcome in. We will be live tomorrow night. Leafs and Blue Jackets. This down around in the corner. Chicago trying to get it out. It gets knocked down, so they're going to try again. They get it over the line, but Washington just hammers it right back in. Last minute of play here in this period. This has been a very fast period. Very fast period. Washington, cross ice. Here's a long shot, trying to deflect it out of the air. It's knocked down in front. I'm not sure if Knight got a piece of it. Cycling this one around, back to the line. Here's a blast. It's grabbed on and held on to by Knight. Odds of me watching a regular season game between the Caps and Hawks? Surprisingly, not 0. Rich, that's awesome. Jansen, what's going on? Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. If you are just joining us, thanks for being here. They're going to take a quick pause for the cause with 39.6 seconds left to go. If you're just coming in, do me a favor, smash that thumbs up button, smash that like button, smash it. It's free to do, and it helps us out, and make sure you hit that follow or subscribe. Pastor Steve, what's going on? After years of just being bad, at least Chicago is fun too. Pastor Steve, you are spot on with that. Listen, Chicago, they've been tough to watch at times, but Connor Bedard coming in, he is doing some amazing things. If only Chicago could get a better cast of characters around him. I like Ryan Donato too. You know, Donato and Bedard, they're going to do well. I'm a big fan of Mikheyev, but he's still got a ways to go. They need some talent to put around this kid, because Bedard is something else. This kid has good hands, good wheels, and he plays with a chip on his shoulder. Very much like Alex Ovechkin. Alex Ovechkin was one of those guys, if you took him on your fantasy teams, he was a multi-category guy. He hits. He has a good plus-minus. He takes penalties. Of course, he scores goals, assists. He does it all. Now, he is closing in. We know he is closing in on the Great Ones record. He is closing in. He needs 1 to tie, 2 to surpass. And they've almost done it in the same number of games. However, Gretzky is still like 1,400 assists ahead. So it's pretty amazing that Gretzky got this goal-scoring record and leading all assists, which is pretty amazing. Gretzky versus Ovechkin assists. Is that even close? I don't think it was. Gretzky with, I don't know, what does he have here? A power play. NHL record, 686 assists with the man advantage. That's just with the man advantage. That is insane. Insane. Just with the man advantage, that many assists. We're going to break it down at intermission. We're going to look at all the stats and really talk about the comparison of these two studs, Gretzky and Ovechkin. Here we go, off the draw. Washington shooting, Ovechkin putting it just wide. Oh my God, it almost happened. It almost happened right off the draw. This back to the line, keeping it into Ovechkin again. He loses the puck. He's triple checked. 3 guys up on Ovechkin. This coming all the way back down the ice. 20 seconds to go. We almost saw it. This is going to be moved up. 15 seconds to go. Down over the line. Around behind the net. Washington going to play it around. Down to the corner, trying to center it yet again. Back to the line. Bedard needs to be ready for the Olympics. Oh, he will be. And yeah, Jensen, he is greasy good is a great way of saying it. All right, there we go. The horn is going to go. We are at intermission. Holy smokes. I think we're just going to leave it on this screen because actually I didn't set up the intermission screen at all. So you know what we'll do? Let's put up the we'll put up the break sign. There we go. We are at intermission, end of period number 2. This was wild. Hey Jesse, what's going on? Welcome in. Good to see you. Holy smokes. Welcome in, everybody, again. Thanks for joining us. Can they give Chicago an unsportsmanlike for double covering Ovechkin? They had him triple covered there. That was wild. All right, let's look at everything here. Then we'll look at the comparison. 10 shots in the first period for each team. 8 shots here in the second for Washington. 7 for Chicago. So 18-17 total shots. Capitals absolutely dominating in the faceoff circle. 65%. And only nothing doing. 0 for 1, both teams on the power play. Taking a look at the hits. 11 hits for Washington, 8 for Chicago. Not a lot doing there. 10 giveaways Chicago, 6 for Washington. And it's pretty wild. All right, let's talk about this comparison. Let's break it up. Can I bring this? Can I share this? Let's, you know what? This actually... I think this page is quite old. It looks outdated. Let's see here. Give me a moment. I just want to make sure that this is correct before we share this. 85. So it's not going to give you exact. It's not going to give you to the same number, but you'll get the idea. What's the best way of doing this? So games played, Gretzky overall did 1,567 games. We know that's obviously more than Ovechkin, but Ovechkin himself, Ovechkin, has 893 in 1,486 games. Gretzky at 894 did it in 1,487. So there's one game difference, was pretty amazing. Gretzky was more of a playmaker, absolutely. You know, Gretzky, he's got over 2,000 assists. Over 2,000 assists, which is insane. Ovechkin at 724. So, listen, yes, their goal scoring is going to be close. But, my goodness, 724 assists. Gretzky dominating in assists. More than double what Ovechkin did. Points-wise, just absolutely almost 3,000 points for Gretzky. I mean, he was ridiculous. 213 power play goals. Ovechkin has 323 power play goals. And that says something. That says something for sure. Now we're talking about overall, right? Because these stats, I'm looking at Gretzky's overall stats. So not just to where he set the new record. So power play goals, 323 for Ovechkin. That's where he's put in a lot. We know what Ovi does. He sets it up there on the faceoff dot or the top of the circle. He winds up, he's got that wicked shot, and he blasts it in. So he's got 110 more goals than Gretzky did on the power play. Power plays were very different that way. It also, to me, is another reason why I think Gretzky's record is more impressive. He's got more 5-on-5 goals. And actually, he's got a lot more shorthanded goals as well. Ovechkin has 5 shorthanded goals. Does anybody want to take a guess, without looking it up, at how many shorthanded goals the great one had? Anybody want to take a guess? How many shorthanded goals did Wayne Gretzky have? I'll give you a moment to put it in. Don't look it up. Don't cheat. 49, 47, 25. Eric, what's going on? Welcome in. So Gretzky had 73 short-handed goals. That is absolutely insane. Soda Pop, thank you for hitting that like. Appreciate you very, very much. Paul, what's going on? But the goalies were different then. They were very different. Excuse me, I almost choked. I was so shocked at that number. OV hits a ton of bricks. He does. So, you know, there's so many differences when we look at these two players, right? Gretzky, obviously, more points, way more assists. Ovi has more power play goals because he sets up right there. We Chicago fans must show patience with these young team members. Too many of us only remember In days of 09 and 15, a lot of stinker. That's true. Steve, I've been right there with my Leafs. I've been right there. So I know about those stinker years for sure. You do got to give them that time to grow. So we already know. We already know. Goals, they're even, right? Power play goals, Ovechkin is ahead. Shorthanded goals, Gretzky's way ahead. Agent Orange coming in with the super chat. We are witnessing history. Ovi may never be beaten. You know, Orange or Agent Orange, this is going to stand for a long time. But my question is, because Austin Matthews, and while Austin Matthews didn't have the season he normally does, he was already trending on pace or ahead of where Ovechkin was at the same age, same time of the career. So could we be sitting here in another 12 years or 13 years and say, hey, Austin Matthews is chasing this record? It's going to be very interesting to see. But you're right. This is history we are witnessing here together, and this may not come up again for a very, very long time. So thank you, Agent Orange, for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. So power play goals goes to Ovechkin. Shorthanded goals goes to Gretzky. When we take a look at shots, now this is interesting. And again, we're talking overall. I don't have the number of shots up to the point where Gretzky broke the previous record. But we know Ovechkin is coming up. Ovechkin has taken 6,844 shots, 68-44, the shots that Ovechkin has taken in order to get his number of goals, 892, 893 now, I guess. Wayne Gretzky, for all of his goals. So Gretzky ends up with 940 goals. Hey, Mr. Jade, what's going on? So Gretzky, to get his 940 goals, he only took 5,358 goals. 5,358 goals. Almost 1,500 less shots Gretzky took. Almost 1,500 less shots. And we're talking 1,567 games to 1,485, or I guess 6 where Ovi is right now. Almost 1,500 shot difference. So Gretzky's scoring percentage is much higher than what Ovechkin's is. So we talk about, yes, what an accomplishment. What an accomplishment Ovechkin is doing right now. It is incredible. But that shows you how good Wayne Gretzky was to do the same thing in 1,500 less shots at the end of his career, at the end of 1,500 games, is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Now, the one area I give Ovechkin a lot of credit for is game-winning goals. Gretzky had 91 game-winning goals. Ovechkin had 135. And a lot of that is power play goals, and also they set it up at the end, right? When they're pressing, Ovechkin gets that one spot, and he knows how to blast them. Not as big goalies back then as of today. Equipment huge now, and goalies are as well. And that's a good point, Rick. Absolutely. The goaltender differential, we're talking two different areas of the game. However, I would challenge you to say the equipment and the technology in the sticks is far different today. Gretzky played with a piece of wood until that Easton aluminum came along. But for the most part, Gretzky was playing with that red and white Titan stick. Ovechkin is using that, real big whip, getting that kick, that flex. So as much as the goalies are bigger and the padding is bigger, the technology behind the sticks are as much better as well. So we're talking two completely different generations of the game. But it's still an amazing accomplishment nonetheless. I don't want to take anything away, but I still make the case, and I still say Gretzky is the great one. As great as the great 8 is today, I think Gretzky overall, taking all these things into consideration, was the better goal scorer with the better percentage. Dave, what's going on? I contend that the modern NHL is harder to score today than it was in Gretzky's day. And yes, I would agree, because we saw back then a lot more players, 50 goals in 50 games, for sure. Absolutely it was. We don't see the 50 and 50 anymore. We don't see the number of goals that people score anymore. But the scoring percentages were better then as well. But it's absolutely crazy. Ovi with a basic stick against legends like Brodeur, and Hasek would be great to see. Oh, you know what? That would be Agent Boy. Talk about fantasy booking at its best. I would love to see that. I would love to see, and likewise, I'd love to see Gretzky. You know, if you could take Gretzky in his prime with today's technology against the goalies of today, how would that compare up? Statistically, when there are fewer goals in a game, the odds of a goal, the game-winning goal, go up. It gives us 33% variance. Yeah, I mean, you know what's funny, Rich? We could take all these stats and we could sit and compare every stat and give it a point rating and try to determine who is the best. And we'd still probably disagree. Somebody would disagree. It's totally comes down to your opinion on these players. But again, both are absolutely phenomenal. I say Ovechkin will be the first ever player to hit 900 goals. Say it with confidence. So, cartoons, Gretzky actually had 940. So Gretzky's total is 940, according to this Stathead Hockey. I think the Gretzky era is harder to score wooden sticks versus modern sticks. Yeah, and that definitely makes a huge difference. I know, Jansen. I know. Recording the Toronto Maple Leafs in the playoffs. Toronto Maple Leafs are in the playoffs. They have clinched a spot. We're going to be celebrating and having some fun with that tomorrow. Leafs and Blackhawks here live on the channel. We'll be live about 6:45 or so. Speed of today's game, the physicality, the older game, Ovi would excel with the physicality, I bet. Oh, definitely. Definitely. Ovechkin gets that physicality edge 100%. Same Titan sticks I use for ball hockey lasted longer. Man, I love those. They were so good. They were so good. That's right. You know what, Rich? That is a great point. Thank you. There were ties. I forgot about that. And I think that, we probably have to take that into consideration a little bit. How many now shootout goals obviously don't count, and they did play overtime. They did play overtime back then, I believe. So yeah, it's very, very interesting to sit and compare. I gotta bookmark that spot because it's going to be interesting to watch. But if we look at Ovechkin, I mean, over the years, this guy's been amazing. 51 goals, in 13-14, 53 in 14-15, 50 in 15-16. Then he dropped off to 33 in 16-17, 49 in 17-18, 51 in 18-19, 48 in 19-20. In 2020-2021, the shortened season, he had 24. 50 goals again in 21-22, 42 in 22-23, 31 last year, and he's now up to 40 this year, which is pretty darn incredible. I mean, this guy is almost a lock to be a 40-50 goal scorer, which is wild. I heard it was $18 for a beer at a hockey game. That's ridiculous. Wow. That is a lot. That is crazy. I could see Ovi getting 900 this year in the playoffs, doesn't retire. I'm very curious, what that Ovi retirement is going to look like. If he breaks the record this year, which, come on, he should. What do we got? We got a number of games left. He should be able to break this. Does he retire after this year? Does it depend on their playoff run and how well they do or not do? It'll be interesting. Let me take a quick second and just kind of go around the scoreboard because we know we had some folks asking. Hurricanes, they're losing to the Red Wings 4-2 right now. The Islanders are up over the Wild 2-1. In the way the standings sit right now, Toronto with 96 points, top spot in the Atlantic. Tampa Bay in second with 93. Florida with 92. Washington in the Metropolitan, 105 points. They're at top spot. Carolina in second with 96. New Jersey with 87. Ottawa currently holding the top wildcard spot with 86 points. Montreal, the second spot with 81 points. The Rangers are just outside with 79. Columbus back at 77. Detroit at 75. Not mathematically eliminated, but time is running out. There's only about 7 games remaining. So teams trying to get in the bubble need to start winning and winning now. John, what's going on? Welcome in. Welcome to the party. If you are just coming in, thanks for joining us. Could Ovi do over 1,000? Wouldn't that be something? That would be something, Rich. JDA, what's going on? Welcome in. Kitchener Rangers are winning 2-1 over Flint. There you go. Leading it 3-1. Cooperalls, oh my goodness, Rick. Cooperalls were the best. I had a pair of Cooperalls when I was younger. I absolutely loved them. They were great. My Canucks are pretty much done. Yeah, Justin, if we go over to the West, Winnipeg in top spot in the Central, 108 points. Dallas at 104. Colorado at 98. In the Pacific, Vegas at 98. LA at 95. Edmonton at 93. St. Louis, the top wild card spot at 91. Minnesota at 89. Calgary at 84 points. Vancouver at 81. They're going to run out of runway. They're just not going to have enough time to get in and get this one done. So it is going to be very, very close. Both Calgary and Vancouver at risk of missing the playoffs, which is super unfortunate because they were in it for a long time, and they just got cold at the wrong point. They just got cold at the wrong point and seemed to fade away, which is, it sucks because I would have loved to see both of those teams get in there and really, really make it. Crunching them. Oh no, Rick, say it ain't so. Originally, we thought about doing the Marlies game tonight too, but when Ovi had that first goal, we're like, no, we got to get in here. We got to get in here. So again, I apologize for it being so last minute and not giving you our full experience, but we literally built this thing 2 seconds before we hit the live button at like 8:10. We built it and set it up. We do have a couple new emojis in the emoji section for channel members. I think they're there. We got a new goal emoji and a new overtime emoji. So feel free, channel members. You can utilize those. Just drop those in recently. Hopefully they show up okay. The overtime one looks a little bit small, but we're trying out. We're trying to build some new emojis to add some additional perks. All right, folks, you know what time it is. Third period time. Rissy's what's going on? Welcome in. Third period time. Ovechkin needs 1 to tie, 2 to take the lead. John, no worries at all, my friend. We were late to the party as well. We came in just into the second period, but we had to get here to witness history. We wanted to be here with everybody. And again, if you haven't hit that thumbs up button, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that thumbs up, share us out. And if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe. We'll be live tomorrow again for the Leafs and Blue Jackets, but had to be here for this one tonight. Thank you, Justin. I am having a wonderful night. It was a great day today, and we'll be back. We just love our hockey. We're getting prepped. No, Beverly, come on. Are you pulling my leg right now? I know there was an April Fool's Day joke going around about him signing. I did not see anything today, though, about him signing. Are you pulling my leg? Do we have breaking news? Do I have a producer around that can Google this? Did we get an actual Mitch Marner signing? We will check this. It's an exciting night, but I only love Gretzky. That's right, B. Disney. I'm there. My heart beats for 99. All right, let's get set to go. Ovi going to come on the ice with his yellow laces to start this period. Mystic, what's going on? I don't know much about hockey, but hoping to see history get made. That's what we're here for. We want to see history get made today. Thank you, Ben. The road to the Stanley Cup playoffs is here, and will we see history off the draw? Fake news, Beverly says. Fake news. Oh, Beverly, you had me going. I got excited. This coming around. Do you think yes, Dave, I really do. I really think they will. They will do something special for him. They might not retire it so nobody can wear it anymore because 8 is a pretty common number. Here's Chicago. Quick shot, side of the net. Trying to feed it over there for Bertuzzi. He couldn't get it. Back around and keep this one in. Hawks doing a nice job. Going back door again. Doesn't connect with the pass. Chicago trying to bring it around in front. Can't do it. Bertuzzi cruising around. High slot. Drop pass. Shot right on. And a nice save by Lindgren. He's going to hang on to this one. Ovi's tinted visor. Yes, that tinted visor was awesome. It was awesome. Oh, you are very welcome, Mystic. You are very welcome. We're here to do a ton of hockey. We love our hockey. If Murray had signed Maple Leafs, exactly, Pastor Steve, it would be going nuts. Somebody else had a tinted visor as well. I can't remember. I can't put my finger on it right now. So face off. Coming up here in the cap zone. Getting set. Come on, drop the puck. There it is. Cap's going to win this one back. Carlson along the boards. Going to try and move this one out. A little chip pass ahead. Dowd going to send it up. Leonard flipping, or Duhaime, excuse me, flipping this one down in the corner. Leonard going in on the far side. More cross-checking going on around. Refs letting it go. Chicago going to bring it up. Cross-ice pass to the near side. They're going to dump this one in. The dump and chase game is strong. Pressure on the Caps as they are down 3-2. This is going to be played ahead. Intercepted by the Blackhawks. They're going to turn and carry it up again to that red line. They're dumping this one in. Wonder if Gretzky is at the game. He is at the game. Gretzky is in attendance. He's going to be traveling around to make sure he watches when this happens. Washington going to pick it up, going to cycle around down low in the corner. Chicago going to intercept, flipping this to the line. Kept in. Nice job there by Fairvolley. Putting this one around behind the net. John, he did not. He did not. Back to the line. Here's a shot. Oh, it's side of the net. The goaltender didn't see it. Spencer Knight could not see it. Kopitar, thank you, Mr. Ben. Kopitar had the tinted visor. That was driving me nuts. I couldn't put my finger on it. Capital. Dubois going to bring this one up. Drop pass. Here's a shot. Protas with a nice blast. Cycling around down low in the corner. Protas trying to get there, trying to dig it out, getting some help from Connor McMichael. Chicago has it in their feet. They're going to move this one around. Long pass, they're going to bring this one up. Gretzky is here in my place watching. Yeah, JDA, you wish. If Gretzky was at your place, I'd be there as well. Bringing this one across. Little flip pass high, knocking it down. Blackhawks going to move this one ahead. Setting it up. Cross. Here comes Chicago. Vlasic going to move it ahead. Into the Capital zone. Nice, quick stick there. They're going to control. Comes over to Eller. Eller working it in. Going to try and flip it to Magniapen. He can't do it. Still with it, trying to reverse it to the point. Look out, a little spin around, a trip. Capital fans want a call. It doesn't come. Going to walk into the corner, into the high slot. Nice pass. Here's a shot. And Knight takes that right in the chest and makes a beauty of a stop. Holy cow. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that like button for us. Oh, we are getting a tripping call. Pat Maroon the Goon, who announced he will retire at the end of this year. Pat Maroon with the slew foot on Van Riemsdyk up at the blue line. Dun, dun, dun. So that's going to make a Capital power play. Here he is, Ovechkin on the ice. Off the draw, Caps going to win it, but Chicago steals and sends us all the way down. Let's go. Will it happen? Washington on the move, going to bring this one up. Ovi is on the ice. They were 0 for 1. They had no shots with the power play earlier. He will go straight to his office, and there he is. Jade, how's it going? Down in the corner, Ovechkin is standing right by that face-off dot. Curling around into the high slot. You know this puck is coming over to him. They're setting it up. Here's a shot. Ovechkin at the side of the net. He scores! Are you freaking kidding me? Alex Ovechkin has tied Wayne Gretzky. Alex Ovechkin has tied Wayne Gretzky for the all-time goal score. Oh, no, it's not going to be Ovechkin. Oh, no. Oh, no, it was Strome who put it in. Ovechkin did not get his stick on it. Ovechkin did not get his stick on it. Oh, my goodness. So close. It's there. Ovechkin reached for it, but it went off Murphy. It went off the Chicago Blackhawks stick. We were robbed. We were so close. We were so close. We were so close. It hits the player in front. Chychrun, I think, got a piece. And it was that Murphy spinning around in front, put it in. I thought Ovechkin got his stick on it. Oh, my goodness. We were robbed. Robbed so close. Oh, so close. All right, back at it. Washington has tied up the game. Oh, boo, Sam, boo. This coming around back down the ice. Oh, my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. We thought it was going to happen. Here they come again. They're at it. Not even enough time to enter this goal. Unbelievable. I can't believe that just happened. This is going to be an icing call.
Left leg, left ankle
Has
there.
a definite issue putting weight
So
on
it's
the
going to be
left
Kurashev. Protas is hurt.
Now by
Protas is going to get helped off the ice here. He's got an issue with his left leg. Carlson is helping Protas to the bench. And he's going to go with the trainer right down. He can't put any pressure on that leg. Yikes. Don't like that. So, okay, Strome gets the goal. Oh, my goodness. His 25th on the power play. Oh, man.
No contact other than just a little bit.
So close, folks. So close.
That's scary.
Let's see if
That's
we still got time. 15 and a half minutes to go.
or again.
What'd you have for dinner? Oh, JDA, we had some pasta with some chicken and shrimp. It was beautiful. Here come the Hawks again, and a glove save. Gonna hang on to that one. Wow. Oh, boy, ladies and gentlemen. That close. That close. I got to clip that clip. At least Strome is closer. There you go, Mystic Strome. That's right. Strome is one more closer. Dylan Strome, one more closer. If you see Ovi, shoot at our goalie. Oh, my goodness. Great glove save there by Lindgren. Holy smokes. I still can't believe that. I can't believe that almost happened.
A dynamite stop there, point blank, to keep this 3-0.
Oh, that was funny. Off the draw. It's coming back around. Woo.
The NHL on Monumental Sports
Woo.
Network tonight, a Friday evening.
Hey, would like to sleep. Welcome in.
Ryan Leonard getting accustomed to
You just missed the excitement.
the rookie playing his third.
This coming around. Washington going to send it back down deep.
Boston College.
Spencer Knight out. Going to play this one around. Connor Bedard going to play it off the boards. Going to be intercepted. Played to the middle of the ice. Capitals have it taken away, and we're getting another penalty. A hold is coming up. Is this going to be on Connor Bedard? Dean, what's going on? Welcome in. Welcome to the party. And the Capitals are going to the power play again. Let's do it again. As Connor Bedard takes the holding penalty. Let's bring Ovechkin back. Wind it up and do it again as Connor Bedard takes his hand off and literally gives a little bit of a bear hug there. So Dylan Strome got the credit for that last power play goal that went off the Chicago player. So here we go. Ovechkin misses the puck, and it's going to come all the way down the ice. Back on the power play. Sasham, what's going on? Take two. Let's fire it up. Let's get this one going again. Down in the corner. Washington carrying it up. Going to be dumped in. Ovechkin going to slowly make his way into the zone. Top of the circle. He's calling for it. They're going to send it around. Far side, taking the passing lane away. Dropping it back. Ovechkin now going towards the front of the net. Here's a shot. Side. Ovechkin creating some space. He's being watched very closely. They're not giving him an inch. Back around. Down low. Setting it up. Back to the point. Over. Trying to draw guys in to create some space for Ovechkin. He's got to back up and take this one all the way down the ice. So what they're doing, Washington is trying to drive the puck down low and in the opposite corner to pull the defense away from Ovechkin because they are watching him tight. Into the zone. Putting it across. Far side to Ovechkin. He scores! This time it's in! This time it's in! Alex Ovechkin has now officially tied the record. He's tied Wayne Gretzky. Alex Ovechkin has scored for the second time tonight. His 21st, his 41st of the year. And he has scored, and the crowd is going wild. Gretzky is on his feet. Bettman is on his feet. Alex Ovechkin has now tied Wayne Gretzky. Unbelievable. 894 800, 984. 894 goals. I can't even read it properly. I'm so crazy right now. This is wild. 894 goals. And he did it in one less game. Are you sure it wasn't Strome? And the Washington bench empties. The entire Capitals team tackles Ovi in the corner. Way to go, Alex Ovechkin. Alex Ovechkin has now tied the record. He needs one more to surpass. On the power play, we have witnessed history here together. Alexander Ovechkin has now tied Wayne Gretzky for the most goals. Wow. Tristan, that's right. Oh my. Oh my. Alex Ovechkin has done it. He goes over and gives a high five to his little one over by the boards. High fives to some family members. And Ovechkin circling with an applause. Ovechkin circling. The crowd is on their feet. Ovechkin with a kiss to the glove and a point to the sky. Again, the Capitals bench is emptied. They're all on the ice with stick taps going around. Ovechkin heads to the bench now. And there's Wayne Gretzky getting his bat patted. Some taps on the back of Wayne Gretzky. Congratulations to Ovechkin, who's now made his way to the bench. And he's kissing his hand, waving to the family. What a moment. What an incredible moment that we got to witness together. There's still 13 minutes and 47 seconds left in this hockey game. Is Washington going to take a delay of game penalty for excessive celebration? Asking for a friend. Henry, what's going on? Welcome in. Dog's Breakfast, welcome in. 894 goals. What a moment. This is history. This is not something you're going to see every day. Ovechkin taking a seat on the bench. He wants to get this going. He wants to get this game back up and running. But Alex Ovechkin has done it. He has tied the record. He knows. He sits. He's like, I'm not celebrating yet. I got one more in me. Will he do it tonight? Will Alex Ovechkin break the record tonight? Unbelievable, folks. This is absolutely incredible. Gretzky and Bettman together in a box. They're still celebrating here. This is just an absolutely spectacular moment. Ovechkin puts the bucket back on his head. He's like, let's go, boys. Let's go. We still got one more. The crowd is chanting, OV, 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 OV. Absolutely incredible. His 41st goal of this season. Wow. Will we see it tonight? Incredible.
Crowd noise inside of Capital One Arena. So glad to have you on board Monumental Sports Network.
And that's from Carlson and Magnia Pani. Absolutely incredible. We still got 13 minutes to go. Will we get another one? Yeah, Todd, it's going to be a long time. It's going to be a long time before we see this again. Will we see one more? 13 minutes to go. At this point, do you just give him the net to shoot out? Washington back in their own zone. Unbelievable. If you're just joining us, Ovechkin has done it. And here comes the Caps again. And oh, well, they almost scored. Back around the side, Washington pressing. Taking a look. Now the question is, if Chicago pulls their goaltender at the end of the game, will Ovi take a shot at the empty net, or will he say, no, I don't want it to be on an empty net? Chychrun putting this one across. Down low, side of the net, trying to work this one through. If you're just coming in, make sure you tap that thumbs up for us.
Not to be lost in the shuffle.
Puck is in the Chicago zone. Washington still has tremendous pressure. Oh, the Ovechkin puck. Somebody must have picked it up. Somebody must have picked it up. This one down the corner out in front. That one is blocked. This is going to come all the way down the ice. Washington racing back. Lindgren out to set it up. 12 minutes to go here in the third. 12 minutes to go here in the third. Thank you so much for hitting those likes. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Make sure on YouTube you're hitting those likes as well. Keep it going. And if you have not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. We'll be live here tomorrow night. Leafs and Blue Jackets. But we're not going to see history tomorrow like we're seeing it here tonight. Here's a long shot. That's going to be cut off and grabbed on two. Wow. What an incredible moment. Ovechkin is set to come back on the ice.
Alex Ovechkin with the fourth, 894 times.
They're going to go to commercial break. 894 times. One goal left to break the record. I mean, this is absolutely wild. Did they update this yet? There it is. One goal left. One goal to break it. He came back from a broken leg. Rick, yes. Ovechkin, channeling his inner Bobby Baun, broke his leg. What was he out? 6 weeks? 6 weeks? 5 weeks of the season he missed? He came back from a broken freaking leg to tie Wayne Gretzky's record. Imagine if he did not miss time because of that broken leg. Now, in fairness, Ovechkin was off to a little bit of a slow start, if I recall. But boy, oh boy, did he pick it up, and as he played wild. Void, how's it going? As a Vegas fan, I must say, I hope he doesn't break the record because of what he did to us in our first year. Hayden, what's going on? Welcome in. Andrew, how's it going? Welcome in. Yeah, listen, it's tough. There's a lot of people out there that are happy for him, happy that he broke or has tied the record. He has 2 goals tonight, 2 goals for Alex Ovechkin, his 40th and 41st. He needs one more for the trick and one more to break the record. And I'll be honest with you. I think that would be a phenomenal story. It's already a great story to come back from a broken leg, tie this up, but to break the record on a hat-trick goal would be absolutely incredible. Now, again, we know everybody is going to be passing the puck to Ovechkin. If Chicago ends up pulling their goalie with a couple minutes left, you know Ovechkin is not leaving the ice. But this was amazing. Ovechkin, like he does, gliding into the zone, gliding to the faceoff dot, one-time puck, short side, past the blocker, and an absolutely spectacular goal. Ovechkin's 800th goal was a hat trick against Chicago. Oh, Sam, I didn't know that. So no better way of doing it again against this team. Absolutely spectacular. So in 2004, there was talk of Malkin going number 1. I think the Caps picked well. Who went third that year to Chicago? Oh, was it? Are you going to tell me it was like Taves or Kane, one of those two guys? All right, they're back from commercial break. Let's go. Grade 8, just like an old dog with a bone. There you go. He tied it and that's right. It's tied. He only needs to break it. This coming in front in the slot, a one-timer. That one's going to go wide and out. Ovechkin is back on the ice. Ovi is on the ice. Cam Barker. Oh, my goodness. I never would have guessed that.
On this Friday night. Drinking it all in, savoring every
this background, here come the Caps. Long pass up to Ovechkin. Can't handle it. We got 11 minutes. That's right, Justin. 11 minutes to go. What a year. 4 nations. Ovi breaks the record. Bruins in the cellar. Panthers win. Oh, Jay, it could happen. Is Lindgren going to hang on to this puck, and we're going to get a stoppage in play. Just under 11 minutes to go. Cujo stopped Ovi in the shootout back in the day. There's going to be a lot of great memories, a lot of great Ovechkin memories that are going to come out. Great memories. So he needs 1 goal to break the record.
For that guy taking a breather.
having a little water, wiping the visor. We'll see Ovechkin back on the ice momentarily. Again, welcome in, everybody, wherever you're watching from. What a night this has been. What a night. Off the draw. Going to bring this back. Remember, Ovechkin almost had that power play goal. We had a false alarm. And then he went and did it. This down in the corner. Capitals battling, trying to feed this one out of the corner. Bring it forward. Hawks going to keep this one in. Hawks sending it back down around. Keeping this one in. Washington digging. Greatest Leaf fan, what's going on? Welcome in. You think Alex Ovechkin will get 900 plus goals? You know, the way he's going, it's it's very possible. It is very, very possible. This is going to be flipped all the way down. This around in the corner. There's a big hit. Putting this across. Chicago. Backing it up in their own zone. Being watched very, very carefully. Chychrun watching Bertuzzi. They can't get it to him. Murphy in the corner going to play this one across. Long pass. Chicago going to come through the middle. Can't control it. This turn around the other way. Nazar had a tough time with this. Capitals coming back. Here's a shot in the corner. A nice little save. Ovi won the Maurice Richard Trophy 9 times. That is wild. That is wild. Yeah, that grade 8 rookie card right now is going through the roof. Going through the roof. They're going to take a commercial break. Bill, what's going on? Welcome in. Ovi to win the game with a shootout goal. It wouldn't have the same impact. An OT goal would be pretty stellar. That would be pretty stellar. An overtime goal for the hat trick and to break the record. I mean, that is an unbelievable stat. Did Gretzky ever win the Rock Richard Trophy? If so, how many times? Sam, that is a great question. I'd have to look it up. I don't know offhand. I'm sure he did lead the league in goals many times, but I'd have to look it up to check because I do not know offhand. An active chance at breaking the record. So Mystic, the only one I can think of is Austin Matthews. I remember last season when Austin Matthews was going for 70. We talked at one point and we looked up where Austin Matthews was at his number of years in versus Ovechkin, and Matthews was actually ahead of Ovechkin at that goal scoring time. So we'll have to see, you know, how that plays out, but he's the only one right now that has a chance. Triggsy, no, I can't do that. No, I can't do that. Even if he does, I can't do that. Holy, this is absolutely wild. What team you think is going to win the cup? Hope not an empty goal. Yeah, I don't want it to be an empty net goal. Curtis, who do I think is going to win the cup? It's going to be very, very, very difficult this year. It's hard to predict. It's going to be, I think personally, it's going to be Panthers or Leafs. Whoever comes out of that Atlantic division, I think is going on to the cup final. And they're probably going to end up against Dallas. I think Dallas is going to the final. I don't think Edmonton is going to get there as much as I'd love to see it. But I think whoever comes out of that Atlantic probably has the chance to do it. Banking, what's going on? Welcome in. Yeah, Banking, it was a very last second thing. We were out for dinner. Ovechkin had his first goal, and I said, I need to get home, and I need to get live because it's going to happen. SZ, what's going on? The Matthews thing last year was heartbreaker. That really, really was. It would be bad if it's an empty netter, break the record. Yeah, I'd love to see it come well. Luna, how's it going? Welcome in. This is the first time non-Florida, non-Toronto. No, Luna, we've done some other teams as well. Give a shout out. Yeah, we'll give Jay a shout out. What's up, Jay? This coming back around. Gijo, what's going on? Bedard is so checked out. You can tell. You know, he's kind of just he's doing his thing. Oliver, how's it going? Welcome in. Mind telling my man, South Orange, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Jay from South Orange. Happy birthday. And Oliver, welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. If you're joining us, Alex Ovechkin with 2 goals tonight has tied Gretzky's record. He needs 1 more to go. We got 8:30 to go here in period number 3. Washington does have a 4-3 lead. Smash that like button. Keep those likes coming, and make sure you hit that subscribe. We'll be live tomorrow for the Maple Leafs and the Columbus Blue Jackets as the Leafs try to keep their lead in the Atlantic. Down on the boards, Washington can't clear it out. Little weak pass by Chicago. Now Washington carries it out. Here they come over the line. Here's a long shot. That one is going to get knocked down. Magniapane bringing that one in. Tripped up in the corner. Chicago going to bring it around. 8 minutes to go. 8 minutes left to go. This is going to move Chicago over the line. Going to flip this one back down. Matias, what's going on? Shout out to Edinburgh, Texas. All the shout outs today. Welcome, Texas. RGV, welcome in. Sheldon, how's it going? Toronto and Ottawa. Ooh, Sheldon, that's going to be a good one. Oh, here's Gretzky.
Way back when, right? This is what the game's all about. Alex has been great for the game and great for Washington, great for his own country. It's wonderful. I'm very proud of him. I'm proud of what I accomplished. And you know what? That's what makes our game so wonderful, is the great athletes we have, but more importantly, the good people that they are.
He seems to love these big moments, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's what makes him a superstar, right? He's special. You know, when Messier retired and Gordie Howe retired and Lemieux retired and Bobby Orr retired, we thought, okay, what's going to happen to our game now? And then along came Sidney Crosby and Alex Ovechkin, and now we got McDavid, McKinnon, Matthews. Our game just gets better all the time, and that's what's so special.
And now he's looking for one more. Wayne, thank you so much.
There it is, Wayne Gretzky saying all the right things.
He deserves to do it in front of their fans.
Gretzky says he wants to see it happen tonight. Let's go. We're waiting for OV to come back on the ice. It's down around in the corner. Trying to play this one through. Big collision there. Picked up around behind the net. Washington still with it. Under 7 to go. Washington, cross ice. Down low, Rasmus Sandin creeping up. Pass can't come through to him. Here's Bedard. Bedard going to circle this one back. Wright and Bedard both suck. Wright, Wright is certainly not what he was supposed to be. Bedard, I think, is a very, very talented player. He's just being wasted here in Chicago. And I hate to say that, Chicago fans. This around, Washington going to play this one back. Here they come on the move. Capitals breaking in. And that's going to be an offside at the Chicago line. So they're going to back this one up. Kitchener Rangers pulling out the W. We want to see. We'll see. Will Ovechkin break it tonight? Bedard needs to leave. I agree. You know, there's so many better options for Bedard. It's going to be tough for him to get out of Chicago, though, because once his rookie deal ends, he's going to be a restricted free agent. I can't imagine Chicago going to move him. It could get ugly. Michael, what's going on? Welcome in. When Gretz was tied for breaking Gordie Howe's record, he was bringing Howe to every game. Then got stressed he couldn't break the record. Yeah, I'm sure. This coming across. Washington. Far side. Near side. Back around. Bring Ovi back. Under 6 to go. Gonna chip this one in the corner. Washington trying to move it around. The press is on. Arjun, how's it going? If Ovi plays a few more seasons, he can go for 1K. That would be a great chase. I don't think he will. I think he's going to play out his contract and then retire. He may even, I wouldn't put it past him if he retired after this playoff run. It would be shocking, but I wouldn't be surprised. You break the record and then retire. And here he is. Ovechkin is back out on the ice. Puck is in the Washington zone. Chicago has it at the line. They're going to play this one in, working it around. Ovechkin is hardly skating. He's just floating around. Here's a long shot. It's like Chicago has a power play. Now it comes around. Ovechkin standing by the boards. Here come the Caps trying to work this one around. Look out, Chicago with the full court press coming in. Now it comes over to Ovechkin. Ovechkin going to move this one ahead. Capitals playing it back in their own zone. Long pass. They can't even get it in. Here's Ovechkin with a breakaway. Ovechkin. Oh, he can't score. Ovechkin going around behind the net. Oh my goodness, Ovechkin with a breakaway, and he's coming up. They tried to feed him to go back door, and he's tied up. Holy smokes, it almost happened. Folks, it almost happened. Ovechkin with 2 opportunities. He couldn't make the deke as Spencer Knight had him beat. He tried to go around the net, but just had no speed and got caught real fast.
4-3 Washington. I think he ran out of racetrack because Spencer Knight came out and backed in at the perfect
Holy
pace
smokes.
to take
Ovechkin
that
almost did a dog's breakfast. That would have been epic. That would have been absolutely wild. He was in all alone. He had him 5-hole. He had him 5-hole, but he went to deke around the pad. Knight slid far to the net, and Ovechkin, with no speed, just couldn't control the puck around behind the net, and that play was broken up. Holy smokes. Had that chance. Should have taken the initial shot. He had 5-hole, wide open. Me telling Ovechkin where he should have shot. That's funny. Welcome in, everybody. If you are just joining us, keep hitting that thumbs up button. 220 people here. Let's go. 63 likes. Let's get that up to 100. And make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. We got you covered with hockey down the stretch. Here comes Bedard. He's trying to send that over. That one gets knocked down. Leafs and Blue Jackets tomorrow here on the channel. We'll be live about 6:45. Off the glass, bringing it out. Hawks circling it around. 3:42 to go. 3:42. Ovechkin going to get his rest. You know Chicago's going to pull the goaltender, trying to tie this one up. And everybody's going to be looking to give Ovechkin that puck. This around at the side. Chicago bobbles it. Now they're going to move this one ahead. Nice little dangle, bringing it into the Capital zone. They're still going Chicago. And that one is turned over. Here comes Washington. Washington on the move. Everyone will get a complaint. It was an empty netter. Sam, they totally will. But being a hat-trick goal to break the record, that's just unbelievable to see that happen. It'll be absolutely incredible. Well, hope it happens. I really do. We're this close. We've come this far. 2 goals. Justin says he won't shoot at the empty net. Oh, I hope he does. That would be spectacular. There we go. 29 likes more to go. 29 likes. 3 minutes to go. Off the draw, Blackhawks winning this one. Washington trying to push this one out. The Mangiapane line is back on. He is not on the ice. He is not on the ice. Down around in the corner. Kurashev spinning, trying to bring this one towards. Onyx, what's going on? Onyx, I agree. Here's a shot. Look out. Lindgren is down, side of the net. Hawks still with it. 2:45 to go. Hawks are dominating right now in the Capital zone. Little move back to the line. There's a bump. Bringing it across. Chicago long shot. Nice save. Kick to the near side. Capitals cannot get it out. 2.5 to go. 2.5 minutes to go. Caps still with it. They're pressing. Washington going to steal. They're going to knock this one out. Waiting to change it up. Chicago has to tag up. Bedard bringing this one back in. 2:15 to go. 2:15 to go. No Ovechkin on the ice. Goaltender still in the net. Bringing this back around. Chicago, great offensive zone pressure right now. Cycling around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still 5 guys. 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes to go. No OV. Goaltender still in the net. Capitals going to clear. Now the goaltender has left the net. The goaltender has left the net. It's an empty net situation. I don't see Ovechkin. Cap's going to shoot. That's going to be an icing call. So with 1:43 to go, 1:43, it's an empty net for Chicago. Ovechkin cannot come on the ice because it's an icing call. If Ovi doesn't break the record tonight, will he break it until the next home game? Now, I'm sure he'll break it next game. He wouldn't want to wait. You wouldn't want to wait till your next home game because you never know when that home game, what happens between now and then. I don't know what their schedule is. I'd have to look. And we got a timeout called. Timeout called here. Timeout by Chicago. Ovechkin, 8 empty netters this season. 8 empty netters this season. So it is an icing call, so Ovechkin can't come on right away. You know when this puck is dropped, somebody's going to hop over the boards. Each player, Gretzky and Ovechkin, 20 seasons. 1487 for Gretzky, 1486 for Ovechkin, 894 goals, each with 9 50-goal seasons. Gretzky led with more 40-goal seasons. This is incredible. 1:43 to go. Net empty. Ovechkin is on the bench.
He gave a wave of a head that looked like no. Maybe Spencer wanted to put him on. And
Let's
Ovechkin
see.
may have said no there. I thought I might have read that. He stays put.
Maybe coming on, but the same 5 have to stay on, right, on the icing call.
That's right. He can't put him on. Papa, what's going on? So Ovechkin is on the bench. 1:43 to go. Empty net. Draw in the Washington zone. Chicago going to win it back. Stolen. Here comes Ryan Leonard. Leonard is going to score the empty net goal. Leonard is going to score the empty net goal. Off the draw, races this one home. Leonard is going to get the goal. Oh my goodness. So Leonard is becoming a fan favorite very quickly here in Washington. He's going to score to get the goal. So are they going to still leave the goalie out? They're down by 2. So Ovechkin is going to be on the ice now. Next game at Islanders, then at home against the Canes. So Leonard off the draw, steals this one away, beats out Teravainen, and he's going to roll this one into the empty net. So first goal there for Leonard on what a night. On Ovechkin night, the night when Ovechkin ties the record. With Gretzky in the house, a great play by Leonard off the draw to put this one in the empty net. His second game. Way to go, Leonard. That is huge. Ovechkin is on the ice. 1:35 to go. Chicago wins the draw again. Chicago going to work this one forward. Washington steals. Playing it up, dumping it down. Spencer Knight has to play at 1:25 to go. Chicago moving it up. Washington over to Ovechkin. He's going to shoot. Puts that one way wide. And that's going to go up and out of play. He's trying too hard right now. He's trying too hard. I believe so, Sam. Ovi sucks. What's going on? Welcome in. Welcome to the party. Holy smokes. What a night here tonight. Ovechkin with 2 goals to tie Wayne Gretzky, who is in the building. He needs 1 more to break it. 1:15 to go. On the draw. It's a scramble. Playing it down low. Ovechkin has it. Side of the net. He's going to play this one back to the point. Ferravari playing it down. Over to Ovechkin. He shoots! Oh, that's going to be deflected up and over. 1:01 to go as Ovi just absolutely steps into that one, and he's shaking his head. He's shaking his head. In the slot, the puck was rolling. He just whips it through both defenders. Yeah, I kind of agree, but I'd love to see it. I'd love to see him break it. All right, here we go. 1:01 to go. Face off 1 to Ovi. He shoots again. And it's a glove save here by Spencer Knight. Spencer Knight says, not on my watch. I don't want to be the answer to another trivia question, because Spencer Knight is already the answer to a trivia question. But right off the draw, he settles this one down. A nice shot. But I think Knight sees that the whole way. Here we go. 58.4 seconds to go. Off the draw, this coming back. It's going to come all the way down the ice. Marcus coming in with the super chat. Ovi can do this, and I hope he does. He is slow. He is slow. Thank you, Marcus. Appreciate the super chat very much. This coming all the way back. They are not pulling Spencer Knight. They are not pulling him. So no empty net for Ovi to shoot at. Here comes Washington again. They're going to have to carry this one out. Ovi is on the ice. They're going to dump this one down in the corner. Knight is going to clear this one around. Washington trying to cut it off. Ovi's in front of the net. Chicago comes away with it. They're going to play this one across. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think this is going to happen. Hang on. Here comes Ovechkin. He cuts towards the middle, shoots, and another glove save by Spencer Knight as Ovechkin cuts towards the middle and feeds this one home. Another glove save. That's 3 from Knight on Ovechkin. Holy smokes. This is absolutely wild. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just coming in and joining us, hit that like. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're going to be here tomorrow night for the Leafs and the Blue Jackets. We're going to have hockey all the way down the stretch. We're going to be here all playoffs long, streaming all day, every day. Well, not all day, but multiple times a day. Let's go. Ashton, how's it going? Welcome in. Thomas, welcome in. Chicago off the draw. 8 seconds left. The Hawks going to bring this one in. This is going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. 2 seconds, 1 second. This game is done. This one is going to come to an end. We don't see the record broken, but we see it tied. What a performance by Alexander Ovechkin. 2 goals tonight. 2 goals tonight to tie the record with Gretzky in the house. Absolutely incredible. What a night. So close. If he only had that power play goal that Ryan Strome had, that would have been the difference. That would have been the difference, but he couldn't bring it home. We'll see if they do it next time. All in all, a fun hockey game. 29 shots for Washington, 22 for Chicago. Ovechkin himself, what a line. Let's break this one down. Ovechkin, 2 goals, +1, 20 minutes of ice time. He had 20 shifts, a power play goal, 3 shots on net, and 1 giveaway. So no hits, no blocks for Ovechkin. And there it is, the Blackhawks. A little celebratory line as they're shaking hands. Great to see this. All the Blackhawks lining up to shake Ovechkin's hand as he's coming down the row. Bet all my money on Ovechkin to score. Oh, Ashton. Ovechkin is going down. This is so classy by Chicago. Chicago, there's Bedard and Ovechkin. Some high fives, exchanging some words. High fives and hugs. Ovechkin going down. Ovechkin and Pat Maroon, a little bit of an extended conversation. Pat Maroon retiring at the end of this year. Spencer Knight and Ovechkin having some words. You know they're having some laughs. And there's Mikheyev with his countryman Ovechkin with some words. What a fabulous ending. 5-3. 5-3 is the final. Standing ovation. Chicago still staying out on the ice. Stick taps going around for Ovechkin. Lots of stick taps. Lots of celebration. They're still going on. Ovechkin, he's taking a lap going down in the corner, pointing at his boy. A little fist bump there. Some fist bumps all around. The Hawks still out on the ice. Chicago tapping around. Ovechkin waving to everybody as he skates around. Listen, Chicago, so classy. They're still on the ice, the Blackhawks. Here comes Ovechkin. He's going to leave the ice. We're going to wait and see if we do get an interview with him. Ovechkin leaves the ice. The Chicago stayed on that whole time. That whole time. Now the rest of the Capitals team is leaving the ice. Amazing that they all stayed on. Yeah, it says now. I think it's great that they stayed on. I think it's very classy they stayed on to see them go. They're all making their way off the ice now. Stanley Cup champs in a few years. We'll see. The lights go down. They're going to announce the stars, I assume. We'll see. He'll be back on. But what a night. Let's go through the rest of the line here real quick, and we'll see if they do anything more. 29 shots for Washington, 22 for Chicago. Washington, 61% in the face-off circle. They go 2 for 3 on the power play, which was pretty amazing. 18 hits for Washington, only 12 for Chicago. So really good. And that's it. They're going to close the broadcast. So nothing more coming up there. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for hanging out. This was a lot of fun. What a great game. I'm glad we were able to get together and witness history together. We were all part of it. Hat trick to break it. I'm guessing not. He did not break it. Happy face. He did not break it. He did not break it. He's 1 short. The game is over. But, man, it was so close. It was so close to do it. So way to go for Ovi. Way to go for the Capitals. And, again, very, very impressed with the Blackhawks for their being classy to line up, give high fives, shake hands, all that stuff, and stay on for the whole celebration. He's not retiring. It will be the OV tour like Fleury next season. You know what, Banking, that's a great point. Marshall, you're very welcome. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you hanging out with us. Ladies and gentlemen, have a phenomenal night. We're back here tomorrow. Leafs and Blue Jackets. Hope to see you then. Until then, we got playoff hockey of our own tomorrow to attend and that's going to be a fun afternoon. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow evening to see what history we can make. Unfortunately, no records will be broken, but can Toronto extend their lead in the Atlantic Division? Of course, we'll break down all the stats, all the standings, all the rosters, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Have a great night. You're very welcome, Ben, Justin, Banking, Dallas, Jason, Sasham. Thank you all. Michael, B. Disney. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow. This is Samuel B. saying, I'm out of here. Congrats, Ovi. Good night.